The other day, when we were talking about graduation attire and forum, I admonished you by saying, this day isn't about you. But I lied. It is about you and all you've accomplished. I have high hopes for you all. We live in a world where the simple, the generous, and the quality of being simply yourself seems to be discredited. But I don't think that's right. You have discovered much about yourself in these last 4 years. And when you are content to be simply yourself and don't feel you have to compare or compete, you've truly arrived. And listen to that voice in your head. Sometimes it's hard to hear because of all the external noises or societal expectations that are loud, consistent, and adamant. But trust yourself. If you do this, I know you will all do well. But I also firmly hope that you will all continue to do good. Each time you look at your diploma, remember that you were always a student, learning about life and how to treasure connections to others. Keep your eyes and ears open. Classrooms are everywhere, not just in schools. Samuel Butler once said, life is like playing the violin solo in public and learning the instrument as one goes on. And that sounds pretty terrifying and difficult, but it's real. So pick up your violin, lift your bow, and play. Play your heart out.
Remember that in the end, it is relationships that matter. I had the privilege of being with my grandmother when she died. Just the day before, I had visited her in the nursing home in Andover. Per her request, I brought her a small order of fries from McDonald's, and we chatted as I painted her fingernails. The next day, her heart began to fail. I was able to hold her hand, and when she passed, my aunt said to me, "You have lost your greatest fan." Today, you are surrounded by your greatest fans, your friends and your teachers, and most importantly, your families whose hearts are bursting with pride and love for you today. They're the ones who will be there for you when life is difficult. I know that sometimes it is hardest to be radically kind, isn't it, to those in our family? But I encourage you in the next 24 hours to use your words to let your parents and your grandparents and maybe even your siblings know how much you love them. Take a moment in the midst of the ceremonies and the parties and the time with your friends to stop and be very conscious of how blessed you are, and then celebrate.
But universally should entail the following: taking responsibilities for one's actions, admitting mistakes, and no placing blame. For every action there is a reaction, good or bad. Life does not play favorites, nor does it always seem fair. But after all, that's life. If you screw up, admit it, pay the piper, and move on with your life. And above all else, no whining. There will be times in your life that you think the world is imploding around you. Stop, take a deep breath, and calm yourself. You can rest assured that unless you are trapped beneath in an iceberg in the middle of the Antarctic Ocean, which is on page 356, There is someone, typically within a half-mile radius of where you're sitting, that is far worse off than you, and would trade places in a heartbeat. Do the right thing. No one in. Why do we become what we think about? Let's go back to Mrs. Doggett's wondrous flower beds that you're going to be jumping over tomorrow. Think of the land that nurtures that garden with good, fertile soil. Now that land gives every farmer a choice. He may plant whatever he wants. The land doesn't care. It's up to the farmer to decide. But remember, we're comparing the human mind with the land. Because the mind, like the land, doesn't care what you planted. It will return what you plant. But it doesn't care what you plant. So let's say the farmer has two types of seeds in his hand. One, a seed of corn, and the other, nightshade, deadly poisonous plant. He digs through holes in the land and plants both seeds. One corn and the other nightshade. He covers the holes, waters, and takes care of them. And what will happen? Invariably, the land will return what is planted. So up come the two plants, one corn, one poison. Now our human mind is far more fertile, far more incredible than the land, but it works the very same. It doesn't care what we plant. We can plant success. Or we can plant failure. Concrete, worthwhile goals, or confusion, fear, anxiety. We can plant anything. But what we plant in our mind, just like the seed in the soil, will return to us. Beginning today, start thinking about what it is you want. Then begin to plant in your goals in the fertile mind, in that fertile mind of yours. It could be the most important decision you'll ever make.
So far in life, my greatest accomplishment has been becoming a part of this community. And that means that whether or not we spent time together, or did the same sports, or took the same classes, we are still kin because we have been molded by the same forces. The community, the campus, the faculty, the things we share are what has made us together, graduates of the Governor's Academy.
Tanka, arigato, in French, merci. Words can express, of course, all that we feel. Realize all of us here. We hope you see that this moment, joyous and sound, surreal, was made of fact by your kind love, selfless. By this sign, we all our thanks profess. Thank you all for listening.